first thought is, I hope I haven't put it on upside down. Let me go and check. Today is a massive upgrade, and I have no idea how I'm going to do this all by myself. Yep, it's a roof rack. It's a Flat Dog Expedition Racks, I think they call it. It was on sale in the Black Friday sales, so why not? I mean, this is going to make it absolutely shout Expedition, Overland, whatever you want to say. I did a bit of research. There's a lot out there, but I settled on this one because of functionality and price, and it's really, really well built, and it's English made, so you know, that's a bonus. Why I say functional, it's got a T-slot system, so you can put captive bolts in and you can put fixtures and fittings to this rack. It's got a very low profile, so it shouldn't make a ton of noise, wind noise on top, and I really, really like the look of it. It's very similar to racks I've had on previous vehicles, like the Frontrunner Slimline series. Also very low profile, looks really, really good. I am very excited to get this thing on top of the Defender, but man, I have no clue how I'm going to do that on my own. Before I covered up the roof with a roof rack, I thought it'd be a good idea to give the supposed to be white roof a quick scrub. It's not in the best condition. It has a few dents and scrapes from when the previous owner had a roof rack on and reversed into a low-hanging branch, destroying the roof rack and causing a bit of damage to the roof. So, putting on a new roof rack will definitely improve the looks of the top half of this car. This roof rack from Flat Dog was about £850, which sounds like a lot, and it is. But considering that the Frontrunner rack, which is almost identical, and it costs £1,950, it's a no-brainer. The kit comes with 8 legs and all the associated bolts and clamps. The legs bolt straight onto the T-slot channels with a bolt, a washer and a nylock nut, but I'm not going to tighten it up just yet as I'm not exactly sure of the spacing. There is also an Allen key grub screw and a nut to be fitted, and this will be used to tighten up the brackets later on. And since the process is the same and there were 7 more to fit, I decided to speed things up a bit. Before I get the rack straight on, I'm going to have a go at trying to do something about this broken gutter. The only thing I can think of is to do a little bit of a relief cut and then just tap it straight, so at least that there's a straight foundation for the clamp to go on. That's all I got. I'm not exactly sure how aluminium can be soft and hard at the same time. I didn't know it had any kind of springy quality to it. But I'm thinking if the clamp lines up with it anyway, then there'll be the leg and the clamp, so it might pull straight. So I'm thinking if this does end up here and this here, I'm hoping it just clamps it straight anyway. Right, I have thought about this for at least 5 minutes. And I think the only way to get this rack on is to remove the legs, put something on top of the car, put the rack on that, and then do one leg at a time. Because if I try and lift it on by myself with the legs hanging down, they're just going to dent and scratch and break everything. So that's my plan.
So I set out to undo everything I just spent the last 30 minutes doing in order to get the rack on safely. It weighs about 40 kilos, I think, and it's not the easiest thing to maneuver while holding it above your head. But I know with 100% certainty that if I had kept the legs attached, I would have broken or damaged something.
Thank goodness for that. Branding is the right way up. Man, that thing's heavy.
And now, with the aid of my youngest child's plastic potty step, I can prop up the back corner and refit the legs under the roof rack.
Does that look weird? Seeing it like this, I'm not sure. I'm gonna move the leg that's blocking the Alpine window forward. See what that does. Yeah.
And now that I'd figured out the spacing, I could fit the last two on the other side. Now it was finally time to adjust and line it all up before tightening it down. And at this stage it is possible for the legs to slide around a bit, so you could end up tightening them down in 8 different places. So I thought I'd line each leg up with the edge of the rack.
Alright, last bit to go on are the clamps. They feed through underneath. Then it's a flat washer, a spring washer, and a non-nylock nut, which is a size 13. And then I think you got to like tighten it and then do the little grub screw with the Allen key and tighten it until it sort of like centers itself. You can't just crank on the old thing and tighten it up. You got to sort of work together with the grub screw to kind of keep it tight in against the car.
This rain gutter clamp system is a well-proven and long-standing technique for fastening these racks onto vehicles like the Defender. Although it might not seem it, it's a very strong part of the car, and you can carry quite a bit of weight up there. But I definitely don't plan to overload it, because a top-heavy vehicle can be very dangerous.
Now, the one that I've been waiting to see what it does, the one on the brake in the gutter.
I'm looking into roof tents at the moment and trying to figure out what a family of 4 would need for sleeping arrangements. 2 smaller roof tents or 1 large one to all bundle in. Of course, the 1 large tent option means no making whoopee for the duration of the trip, so if I go for that, we won't be going very far or for very long.
It's not pretty, but it works.
Besides that, the other accessories I'm looking into are a double jerry can holder and maybe some storage boxes for the bulkier things.
Right, the last thing to do is to take off the braces that it was shipped with. It's just some 2x4s bolted to the top, and then we're done. We're there. What? How good does that look? Man, I am over the moon with how this turned out. It's really starting to look like a proper overland vehicle now. Oh, the black, well, it's got the snorkel and it's a proper platform to do some serious adventures in. This has been my favorite bolt-on kind of video slash addition to the truck. I really like it because it opens up a world of possibilities. You can put jerry can holders on the top, you can carry a roof tent, you can do storage boxes. There's so much that can be added to it, so it's a really good platform for what we're trying to do. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Please also do subscribe.